Hey guys, come on downstairs. Let me take a second here, introduce this new series here on the channel. It's Montana State Bobcats Dynasty in College Hoops 2K8. Now this game is ancient. It came out a long time ago, and I played the crap out of this game. I played like 11 seasons with Utah State. And then I got burned out a little bit, took that same coach and moved on to UC Davis and played like one season there. Didn't really love that. And then I moved on to Montana State. And so what I'm doing here is picking up where I left off with Montana State, and I'm going to make a series out of it. We lost the first 3 games to VMI, Columbia, and Cal Poly before getting a win against Chicago State and then another win against Texas A&M Corpus Christi, followed by a blowout loss to the University of Utah. And then after Utah beat us 103-57, we went on to lose by 2 at the University of Denver. So we come into this at 2-5, and we're going to open up episode number 1 against the North Dakota State Bison. Let's look at the Big Sky Conference. It was founded in 1963. There are 9 members as of College Hoops 2K8. It is a small conference, only had 1 tournament bid last year. Let's look at the teams involved. We have Eastern Washington, the Eagles, the Idaho State Bengals from Pocatello, Montana State, Northern Arizona, Northern Colorado, Portland State, Sacramento State, and Weber State. Let's look at the top players in the conference. Best overall player is Owen Fellows from Montana State, so we're lucky enough to have him on our team. Best freshman is Max Hill from Weber State. The best shooter is Wadude from Northern Arizona. Best playmaker, McKinney from Eastern Washington. Best pro prospect is our own Owen Fellows. He's a junior center. And the best defender is Grundy, a shooting guard from the Idaho State Bengals. So that's a quick overview of the Big Sky Conference. But we are in the non-conference portion of the schedule right now as we look at our overview. We are a 73 on offense, a 73 defensively, shooting 79, rebounding 78. Overall, our rating is 74. And our starters are Eric Hall at the point guard. He's a freshman from Salt Lake City, Utah. Lonnie Garcia, the 2. Zach Poole, the 3. Gary Sosin is our power forward. Owen Fellows is our center. And the front court has a lot of game experience. The back court, not as much. We play in Worthington Arena. It seats 10,000. And our attendance currently is 18%. We've got to start winning some basketball games and get that up. All right, the first game that we'll have for you here today is from the Worthington Arena in Bozeman, Montana, against the North Dakota State Bison out of the Summit League. They are 1-6 on the season. Their starting lineup will be Jorge Galloway, Dion Bodden, Cornell Cummer, Rand McLeod, and Zabian Osamani. We've got Hall, Garcia, Poole, Sosin, and Fellows. All right, season number 1 of this Montana State Bobcats Dynasty from Worthington Arena, Montana State and North Dakota State. Little non-conference action here from Montana, Bozeman. Man, Bozeman is a great city. I don't know if you've ever been there. If you haven't, you should. Fantastic little city, up in a nice mountain valley. One of my favorite places to visit. Been there 2 or 3 times. All right, we are underway here from Worthington Arena. The Montana State Bobcats. This is Eric Hall. He is our starting point guard. He's a freshman, probably the best shooter on our team. And we're going to try to get into a rhythm. This is a game I played so much back in the day, but if you haven't picked it up in a while and you don't have a little rhythm down offensively, it can get a little bit clunky at times. So, but when you do get a rhythm down, it's pretty sweet. It's a different feel of a game, particularly coming off of NBA 2K20 that I've played a lot lately as well. So, here is Cummer over to Bodden. Bodden. Back to the top of the key. Cummer looking down the barrel. Shot no. Rebounded by Owen Fellows. Fellows, the best pro prospect in the Big Sky. Here is Eric Hall. Hall. Over to the left side to Garcia. North Dakota State playing a, looks like a man defense here. Eric Hall now. Top of the key, he'll set something up for the Bobcats. Hall over to the right side, looking for Lonnie Garcia. Garcia to the middle. Floated up. Shot good. Lonnie Garcia and Montana State is on the board. 2-0. We move ahead now. It's 10-6. North Dakota State. 12:30 to go in the first half. Here's Eric Hall left side to Derrick, our backup center. He's probably our best player off the bench. I think it's Joe Derrick, Joe Ross Derrick or something like that. I don't know. Pretty sure it's Joe something Derrick. Down on the block, this is Osamani. Back up to Bodden. Bodden looking down the barrel. Shot no. Rebounded by Derrick. Over to Eric Hall on the outlet. North Dakota State gets back defensively. Right side to Owen Fellows. He can shoot the three. Be aware of that. Here is Velmar Patrick, our backup three guy. Velmar Patrick trying to get it out to the top of the key. Derrick over to the corner to Conran. Conran, baseline, score it. Conran is our backup point guard. We really only have 3 guards that play on this roster. We have Lonnie Garcia, Eric Hall, and Conran. And Conran will back up both the 1 and the 2 spots. And actually, Hall will play some at the 2 as well. So, I mean, they're all kind of interchangeable. The only one that can't play point guard would be Garcia. Here's McLeod now. His follow-away shot, no. Rebounded, pulled down by Velmar Patrick. Out to Eric Hall. Hall across the timeline from Montana State into the corner. Hall to Derrick. Derrick at the elbow. Back to Hall. He had an open shot, didn't take it. Now he lines it up and knocks it down from 15. Here's Connor now. North Dakota State leading by 2 and applying some pressure. Here is McLaren. Lay it up and in. McLaren, the backup power forward. First 2 points of the game for him. We're all tied up at 16. 8 minutes to go in the first. This is Sogdazi. Sogdazi, a point guard. Forward the Bison. To Hess, down underneath to Galloway. He throws it off the bottom of the rim, and it's rebounded by Derrick. Out to Hall. Hall on the left wing. Hall to Derrick. Derrick back to Hall. Or to Conran. Sorry, Conran and Hall look a lot alike. Here's Conran now. Into the lane. Throws up a wild shot. It's rebounded by North Dakota State. Got to move the basketball. It's not easy to dribble penetrate in this game. At least with the sliders and settings that I have set here. And I've got pretty hard sliders because I'm playing this straight after 11 seasons of Utah State basketball that I played. And I got pretty good at the game, so I kept making it harder on myself. So it's going to be difficult to get back into the swing of things. But I think we'll get there. We're 2-5 right now. Maybe by the time we get to conference play, I should get in a little bit of a rhythm. And we should be at least not playing as disjointed as it looks at times here early. Here is Derrick. Derrick, turn around, fall away, nice touch from the big fella. Montana State leading 23-22. Derrick hits the shot. We've got 2:56 to go in the first half. Sogdazi to Hess. Hess at the free throw line, guarded by Poole. He holds right corner Sogdazi. Sogdazi gets a guy in the air or two. And now he's triple teamed and he still scores. Sogdazi for the Bison. We go to the halftime break. We're all tied up at 29 apiece. North Dakota State, Montana State. All right, early in the second half, this is Jorge Galloway. Galloway underneath to Osamani. His shot with the right hand is good, and North Dakota State leads 33-30. Here's Eric Hall back to Poole. Poole over to the left wing to Hall. Down to Sosin. Gary Sosin all the way, lay it up and in. Breaking the press and scoring. I don't always like to push it on that because sometimes it can turn into a sloppy game. A lot of times I'll just get across the midcourt line and then set things up, get it to a point guard. But that time Gary Sosin gets all the way to the rack. Here is McLaren now. McLaren tries to go baseline, nothing there. He'll skip it across to Conran for 3. No. Rebounded by McLaren. He'll put it back up. It's blocked away by North Dakota State. Bison lead 40-36, 14:40 to go. Here's Jorge Galloway. Galloway yo-yoing at the top of the key. He's guarded by Eric Hall. He comes around a screen, sets up for 3. Shot no, but he's fouled by Hall. And he might go to the free throw line for 3. Second personal foul on Eric Hall. And the first shot no good. Second one is good. And he's going to get one more. Fouled on the 3-point shot. North Dakota State leading by 5. This can put them up by 6. 42-36 with 14:34 to go in the game. Here comes Eric Hall. Hall across the timeline. He'll veer to the right. On the Murdoch's, is it Murdoch's Western wear or something? That'd be fitting here in Montana State. Conran over the right side to McLaren. McLaren jumper, no. Rebounded by North Dakota State's comer out to Galloway. Galloway across the timeline. I'm going to try not to make any jokes about comer. Try to be professional here on the channel. But you know the joke is there. All right, shot good from down in the paint by comer. No, Osamani. And Osamani has 11 points on the day. North Dakota State by 8. Here is Conran. Conran on the left wing. Down on the block to Joe Derag. He's double teamed. Derag cross court. Passes almost thrown away. Hall for 3 from the right angle. Hits it. 52-43 now. 9:32 to go. Here comes Galloway. He's got 5 points on the day. Not shooting very well. 9%. He's been jacking up shots and not hitting them. Here's Conran now. Conran on the right side. Looking for Patrick around the screen. Velmar hits the shot from the baseline. 52-45. We skip ahead now. 8:55 to go in the second half. Conran will yo-yo on the right side. 7-point lead for the Bison. Conran setting up a play for Montana State. McLaren sets the screen. Conran around it. He's going to pop it back to Velmar Patrick at the top of the key. He'll swing it over to Poole. Zach Poole. Poole back to the top of the key to Conran. And now Conran with 7 seconds on the shot clock around the screen from Sosen. Or from Derag, sorry. Over to the left corner, Velmar Patrick. 3 shot good. It was just a 2, actually. Now it's 57-49 in favor of North Dakota State. Eric Hall with the ball. 6:04 to go in the game. 8-point lead for the Bison. Here is Poole, Zach Poole. Looking down on the block to Zosen. Zosen's going to try to get it. The corner is taken away. Here's Sagdazi pushing it ahead to Bodden. Bodden lay it up with the left hand. Score it counted. He's fouled. And Bodden's going to go to the line for a free throw. Top off a 3-point play. He hits it. And it is 60-49. North Dakota State with the lead. We've cut back into it now. 2 minutes to go in the game. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. North Dakota State 62. Montana State 56. Here's Eric Hall. Hall. Pass almost broken up there. Left side to Sosen. Sosen free throw line over to Hall. Hall for 3. Shot good. Eric Hall knocks it down from the elbow extended. It's 62-59 now. We have the ball with a chance to cut it to 1 or tie it up with a 3. Eric Hall top of the key. 1:15 to go in the game. Hall looking to the right side to Garcia. Lonnie Garcia. Kick it back to Hall. Hall's open, but Garcia lays it up and in. Cuts it to 1. 62-61. Here is Galloway now for North Dakota State. Let's play this out. 59 seconds to go. We need a stop, and we'll have a chance to get the win. Here's Osamani back to Galloway. Galloway between the legs dribble. Over the left side to Bodden. Bodden on the left wing holding. 17 on the shot clock. Here's Galloway. Galloway looking to go baseline. Lay it up and score it counted. He's fouled. Unbelievable. Of all things, Galloway shot no. Rebound pulled down by Owen Fellows. Fellows to Garcia. Fellows has not been really involved offensively. 35 seconds to go, 26 on the shot clock. We're down by 3. Here's Eric Hall. Hall around the screen, underneath to Fellows, and he's going to throw it away. Oh my goodness. Team chemistry issues. I love how team chemistry is important in these 2K games. That was totally an effect of having low team chemistry. Here's Conran now. It's 67-64. Shot at the buzzer to tie it up, and he misses. So North Dakota State holds on 67-64 over Montana State. And that's it for episode number 1. Up next, we'll have another game. It'll be game number 9, a condensed game. After we get 2 or 3 games in, we'll look at some standings and look at how some of the other teams are doing in the Big Sky. It's Montana State Bobcats Dynasty on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.